Yeah, I think there's so many. I mean, I think starting with the fact that my so who helps you figure out how to throw a ball? Who
Yeah.
teaches you how to fight and defend yourself?
Hmm.
Who teaches you how to talk to girls? Like,
Yeah.
so I think that there was all kind. There was unlimited number of voids I can't even name, but I would say there's a lot of it is like there was no space in my world to like navigate what it meant to be a man under some rules of somebody saying, here's what we do in our family, here's the legacy that we want to live. There was nobody helping me point that to those to that legacy type of living, but it was more like, oh, these guys on the street, they get the kind of respect that I kind of think I want. So maybe I'll ask them, or maybe I'll watch what they do.
Yeah.
And a lot of things they were doing, I knew that probably wouldn't be okay with my mom,
Yeah. Yeah.
but I was like, well, it worked for them, so maybe it'll work for me. What happens when you're getting bullied? Like if you don't know how to fight, then you're afraid. What am I afraid of? I'm afraid of getting beat up. But if you know how to fight, you probably wouldn't be as afraid of getting beat up. But so without having those skills, you turn to whatever's left. And so a lot of growing up was a lot of just, uh, I pretty much, I think I became a food addict as a very young age,
Hmm.
like turning to food for comfort. I think, I think I probably got addicted to pornography really young, like probably in like 8 or 9.
Yeah.
Like I remember finding this magazine, walking with my one of my siblings. His dad, he was around for a time to time. He wasn't around a lot, but it was one of the seasons he was around, and we went walking to, I'm in Oakland, so we were walking down MacArthur Boulevard to Foothill Square, and literally there was this empty lot with a bunch of trash, and we're just walking. I mean, I don't want to be walking first of all, but I'm kind of irritated. But I look over it, I'm like, what is that? You know what I'm saying? It don't take much to see some shiny pages with some body parts shining out of them, right? And I'm like, oh my god, it's something you just can't unsee,
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think the void after that. I mean, literally, I knew I couldn't grab it then. I had to strategize on the way back. But that magazine ended up in my own house, right? Like craziness, right? And I remember it like it was yesterday. And so I think, like, who helps you navigate through, don't compare yourself to this stuff. This is not real. These are
Yeah.
actors. These are professionals in this realm of this kind of world. And this is a magazine. This is back in the day. I mean, who knows
Yeah.
what young people deal with today when they're on their phone, they got 50, 25 tabs of madness happening at the
Yeah.
speed of light, right? So I just didn't have anyone to go to with all these things I was carrying. I was sad. But in Oakland, you can't be a boy and be sad. You better be angry, you can be
Yeah.
funny, or you can be like, I don't give a darn, right? And not a lot of room in between those, right? You get a tickler, you get a hammer, and you get a like whatever. Now, what happens if you got some feelings outside of those realms of what they accept is what it means to be a man in our community? So you become not a real man. You become soft. You become weak. You become whatever name they want to put on you. So I think it was just like how I showed up in the world.
Mhm.
My mom, she was 22 years old. She was when she started grieving after my father's death. Like she passed all those chemicals down to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, is it my fault that I'm sensitive?
Yeah.
I mean, how did I get there? Well, my mom grieving for months and months, trying to figure out how she's gonna raise this little boy by herself now,
Hmm.
passed all that chemical energy back down to me, and I
Yeah.
show up here as innocent as possible and realizing, oh, you're too sensitive. You care too much. You
Hmm.
smile too much. You're too nice. You're too
Yeah.
friendly. And so, oh, that doesn't work here. So then you turn all of it off and then you become a monster because you're not really being your full self. You're having to be who people expect you to be. So I think that what was missing, the voids were like, hey, it's okay to be gentle.
Yeah.
And when somebody steps up to you and you tries to take something from you, tries to harm you in a certain way, you need to protect yourself. So here's how you do it. But if you don't have any rule, anybody helping you figure it out, then you just have your mom telling you. No one ever took my mom's bike from her, right? So when that dude told me, I'll beat you as if you don't give me that bike, I'm like, well, she said be smart. It don't sound like it's smart to get beat up for the piece of metal. So take the bike. You know what I'm saying? And then she gets mad when I get to the house. I'm like, look, lady, I know how to cook. I know how to clean. I know how to do laundry. What I'm gonna do about this bike situation? I don't know what to do. You know, so I think like imagine all that. You better go back out there and get that bike. You think I wanted to give it away? I was terrified for my life. What are you talking about? And I think that's the danger. Like, okay, a father could teach you some skills on what to do when something like that happens. And if a mother has never experienced it, she thinks she's toughening you up when she's actually just sending you back into war that you've never been prepared for, right?
Yeah.
You know? So I think that those are some things that I think were some of the voids.